Hello and assalamu alaikum everyone. Today in this video we are going to use the gather functions of MPI4PY, that how actually we gather the data for different processors. As the function is it explicitly clear from the function that gather means that the processor 0 will gather the data from all the processor. So if you have uh, you were present in my last lecture, my initial lectures about parallel and distributed computing, and particularly about the MPI. In MPI, we have divided all the processors into rank 0 and some other. For example, if there are 10 processor, then the ranking will start from 0 to 9. So 0 means that the 0 is responsible to act as a master node to distribute and gather the data from other processors. And all the other processors are responsible to follow the rank 0 and get data from 0, process this data, and get the answer back, get the result back to the processor 0. So gather here means that we are actually using that on the processor 0 to gather data from all the other processors towards which data was sent for some processing. But when we use the function gather, it means that we are not going to use any type of send function to send the data toward the processors. As you can see when in the MPI, when we communicate between two processors, then we send the data from one processor to the other processor, and then we receive back this data. But in the gather function, if you are using to use the function gather, you don't use to send and receive the data. The gather function will handle all the things. So let's explain the program, what it is doing. We are importing MPI4PY as a MPI, and from the MPI we are getting the communication world, which shows the actual processors in the system. We are getting the size of the processors, that it will show that either 10, 12 or 100 processors are there. We are also getting rank. Rank means that if if there are 4 processors, then one processor will be 0, the second one will be 1, 2 and 3. And we get the rank because we need to send the data toward particular processors to distribute the data among these processes. So here we are sending some data. In the data we are going to store rank, and we are adding +1. So if the rank is 0, then the data will be sent as a 1 because we are adding 1 to that. So if the rank is 1, the data will be sent as a 2. So if the rank is 3, the data will be sent as a 4. So what the gather function actually do, we are calling gather function in the communication world from the MPI. We are sending or receiving the data, and the data is received at the root, and root is always equal to 0. So this function is responsible to send the data and also to receive the data from all the other functions, okay? And we are storing that data into the gather data. And similarly, we print this data. This will print the rank, this will print the data. So if the rank is 1, if the rank is, for example, 0, the data will be 1 because we are adding 1 here. So if the rank is, for example, 2, the data will be 3. So the rank is, if 3, the data will be 4 because we are adding 1 to every rank. Similarly, when we distribute the data among different processes, we use the function asset. Asset means that actually the processor 0 check the data, confirm the data that it is received from all the processors, or all the processors has executed the same data which was sent toward that. This function is used to get the exact result which is actually expected from that processes. So this was the program, and I explained that how it is run, how it works. And now let's go toward the Let's come to the Jupyter Notebook, and in the Jupyter Notebook we are using this particular command. As you can see, MPI execute, which is used to execute any MPI program, minus ein or hyphen and 6 means that this program will run on 6 processor, and you can find that how many processors your system how many processors your system have. I have discussed this in earlier tutorial in our earlier video, so you can calculate that. And this is the path of the Python where the Python is installed on my system, and I have included this in a quotation mark because you can see that there are some white spaces, there are some spaces, and to avoid the issues I have enclosed that in a quotation mark. And this is the gather.py. This is the program which we just discussed, that how this program works. And this is exactly that, because this program is saved in my home directory, so I don't need to give a path to the gather.py. So let's check how it is working. So you can see that the processor 1 calculate the data 2. As you can see here that in every rank we are adding 1, so data is changed to rank plus 1. So 1 calculate 2, 5 calculate 6, 4 calculate 5, 3 calculate 4, 2 calculate 3, 0 calculate 1, and similarly it assert the data, check the data as we discussed here in that function, that the processor 0 actually checked the data for every processor, that it exactly received the same data and it exactly execute the same data. So this is the assert function output. So I hope that this will help you in running the MPI on Jupyter, on Windows, and how the gather function actually works. Thank you so much.